I just got a delivery. It's a new front bumper for this truck. So it came in that big box. This is the bottom valance right there. It is missing a piece of trim that goes in the bumper on the front. So I'm going to go down there, take that bumper off, put this new one on and see how it looks. I've been waiting to do the front bumper for a while. It had a couple of holes in it, a little bit of rust. So I was excited to get this new bumper in. I've got 4 bolts. 1, 2, and then 2 on the other side that hold the bumper onto the frame right here. So I'm gonna break those loose. I think I'm gonna get some PB blaster just to loosen them up a little bit. After a bit of PB blaster on some of the bolts and a longer ratchet handle, I was able to break free the bolts pretty easily. There's a washer, a locking washer, and then a nut. I'm using a 19mm to break those loose. So here we go, deep socket, just fits. These ones are longer on this side for some reason. So someone's already been in here and messed with these. Ugh. Okay, that should be loose. Okay. Ho ho ho. There we go. That came. Alright, I'm gonna get on the other side and lower it down. Alright. So the bottom is riveted on. Down there. So I can either rivet it or I can get some nuts and bolts to there. I'm gonna take these plates off right here. Right there, just clean them up a little bit. Alright, I've got my U-bolts right now, M10s and M8s right here. And I'm going to put my plates on first, which means I'm just going to slip these over the top, like that. It did take me about an hour or so to get all the new hardware on this bumper. I had to get some M8 and M10 bolts, but I wanted it to be solid and I wanted to make sure that everything was secure. And then get the right socket. Before I keep going with that, just gonna take my plates off for a second. Make sure to see if this actually slips underneath any of these. It doesn't, it clears them all. So I can just continue. Repeat that on the other side. I'm just finishing building up the bumper. I got almost all the brackets. Had to do a little bit, so this has a reference hole. There wasn't one in this bumper, so I had to cut one out. This part went on okay. I'm gonna get a couple of nuts and washers to go on the back side of those ones on both sides. Everything else came through okay. Just gonna tighten this down, and then it's ready to go back on the car, and I can do that at a later date. Let's see. Don't want to sit down properly. Let's see if I'll do it now. Then, for some reason, this block is twice as long as the other one, but that doesn't make any difference. It's going through just the same piece of metal. It looks like the witness mark is down here. There. I gotta put the front trim on, so let me go do that. So I put the trim on the other side. It has these spring clamps is what they're calling them. You have to start with the middle in the middle, obviously. You put this over the top. The tool to put on the metal washers wasn't the greatest. I found it was better to kind of push the trim in with my hand and then push against it on the other side with the washer and twisting it to get it tight. I wish it was tighter in some places, but it looks good. Okay, putting the bumper back on. Right here, I got my block. I was able to go to Lowe's and find some stainless steel hardware that worked. I got some bolts, nuts, washers, and locking washers so that this thing wouldn't come loose. There we go, those went through okay. There's not too much movement. There we go. I can see that witness line right here. So it just needs to go up that 1/2 inch. Okay. I used a jack and a piece of wood to get it level and in place, and then just tightened it up from there. And it's not falling down. Tighten them up onto it, see what happens there. Let's see if it'll pull this block in. There it is, clamps on, right there. This truck is starting to come together. I love the look of the chrome bumper, and the trim on the front makes it really come together. I do have a chrome grille I'm going to put on this, so it's really going to tie in well, but it's looking kind of special. So not long after I put this on, something bad happened. Brand new bumper got wrecked. The mounting points are busted up. See how they're pulled up. This is actually tweaked over this bracket right here. Pulled up back quite a bit. But the worst is this. And the trim is all messed up under there too. I was putting in the new AC condenser. I had to move the radiator out of the way. And so the bottom radiator hose clamp had shifted. And so when my daughter was driving it, started to dump all its coolant. So she pulled over and I got her a lift home. And after she got home, she didn't tell me, but I was at work and she got her boyfriend to tow it home. Well, instead of strapping the frame rail right here, which is where you need to mount it to, or the strap here or here, you put the strap right around the middle, and there's nothing supporting in between here, it's just hollow. So never do that. Never put the strap around the middle of the bumper. It's just gonna cinch it and squish it closed, especially with such a heavy truck like this. So gotta get a new bumper now and redo all the hardware that I put on it, the metal washers for this, the hardware down here, have to transfer all that over, and then I have to get a new bracket as well. Oh man, that's a shame. Brand new bumper, looks toast. Okay guys, thanks for watching this episode. You guys are the best. Keep watching.